Cory!
Yes? You are so hungry you can't even speak,
Yes!
right? Okay, let me see what we got in the cupboard.
Thank
Hold
you.
on. We gotta have something in here.
And I know you're a wonderful chef, Cory.
Oh, hey, guess what we have? Super moist cake mix.
Please, not more super moist cake. There's only so much cake you can take.
Let them eat cake.
No! Hello and welcome back to another Vision Forward Tech Connect, and today we will be looking at UberEats. Cory, I'm so glad that we don't have to eat that super moist cake mix again. I'm very much looking forward to you teaching us how to use UberEats, and I know that you have put your credit card details in and are going to be buying us a lovely meal today.
I am going to be buying everybody a meal. So
Everybody who watches?
Yes, if you're
Wow.
watching this video, you will be getting a meal. Just send me your address and $20, and we'll take care of that. I do have a joke for you, though.
Okay.
Really quickly.
I'm very excited.
It is food related.
Okay.
And we are shooting this video the day before May 4th.
Yes.
May the 4th be with you.
Indeed.
What do you call Chewbacca when he gets chocolate in his fur? What do you call Chewbacca when he gets chocolate in his fur?
It's going to be something to do with like a chewy chocolate treat?
I don't
know.
You call him a chocolate chip Wookie. No? Chocolate chip cookie?
Anyway, Cory, UberEats.
Yeah, hopefully it's better than this joke. Stay tuned. So this video is coming upon a request from our viewers, right?
From our community, Cory.
From our
I think you would
community.
say, yeah.
We did a video on the Uber app itself, so you can take a look at that past
I
video.
seem to remember that you had a very excellent driver in that, video. Yeah.
Didn't try to trick me or anything.
No.
But part of that app was the Eats section of it. So we could choose from rides or Eats. Now, I'm going to tell you something right away, though.
Yeah.
I'm not using that app.
Okay, well that's the end of that then,
Yep.
I guess.
So it is a little confusing, but there is two apps. There's the main Uber app that allows you to get rides, and within that you can choose the Eats section. And then there's also a standalone UberEats app. And so that's the one I'm showing today because I found the accessibility of the standalone UberEats app to be a bit better than the all-in-one app.
That is important.
One thing I found with the all-in-one app is that when you are swiping through the different categories or restaurants, VoiceOver seems to get stuck. It'll swipe through about 2, 3, 4, and then just kind of hits a dead end, even though there are more options available. And I've not found that to be a factor in the UberEats standalone app. So I say download the UberEats app and use that.
I had always assumed that if you got the Eats through the regular Uber app, then that was a case of you got in the car to go somewhere and they handed you a sandwich on the ride.
So you got an Uber,
Yeah.
the Uber took you to go get the food, and then you came back, you're saying?
No. You got in the car to go to your destination,
Yeah.
and while you were driving, the driver just made you a little sandwich and then handed it back to you in the back seat.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So like mid-ride in
Yeah,
an Uber.
mid-ride,
You
exactly.
can say, hey, make me a sandwich.
No, just
I like that
putting
idea.
it together.
Not super safe, but maybe something for Uber to
Yeah, they should
start
think
to
about it.
implement.
Yeah.
Maybe they could have a waffle maker up in the passenger seat. They can make a quick waffle or crepe. I like this idea.
I'd be happy with any of that.
So for those that aren't familiar, UberEats is an app that runs on both Android and iPhone and allows you to order food. And it does more than just food. You can get grocery items and I think even some stuff from like Walgreens, bathroom type stuff, or even flowers. But today we are focusing on the food part of it because we need lunch. So that's what we are going to focus on today. We are going to look at how to kind of navigate the app real quick and see how we can place an order. So we're gonna go ahead and start with launching the app. Open UberEats.
UberEats.
Okay.
Browse. Tab. 3.
So we do have one thing we wanna check very first, and that is up in the top left corner. We wanna confirm what address the food's going to be delivering to. I'll tell you right now, from personal experience, sometimes when I've used delivery services, especially DoorDash will burn me sometimes, where it'll put my work address even though I'm home. And then the food says it's delivered, and I can't find it anywhere on my front porch, and then the next thing I know, it's realized it's sitting here at work. So
that's why you spend so much time at work.
Exactly. I gotta run over here. So so just touch in the top left corner. It's going to tell you what address it's delivering to.
Deliver now to 920 North Holly Road button.
Perfect. So it says it's delivering here to Holly Road. So that's a good way to either A, confirm, or B, double tap and go in to add a new address. So we've confirmed where we are having it delivered. This is a standard mobile app, so we do have tabs across the bottom. Let's just check those out really quick. Down in the bottom left corner.
Taco Bell, rated, selected, home, tab, 1 of 5.
There we go. So we have 5 tabs. We currently have the home tab chosen. We'll just swipe through and look at them real quickly.
Grocery, tab, 2 of 5.
So obviously choosing grocery will allow us to look specifically at grocery items.
And I will say, sorry, just to go back to the groceries, we have a video on Shipped as well, which would also do that for you.
Yes, you got it.
Indeed.
Browse, tab, 3 of 5.
Browse is going to allow us to search for a specific restaurant.
Carts, tab, 4 of 5.
If we have any carts going, either because we've added food or maybe we started a grocery order but hadn't finished it yet, tapping on carts would allow us to see that.
Account, tab, 5 of 5.
And then the last one is account. So in there, you're going to be able to add addresses, payment details, look at your past orders, ask for support or help, all the things you would expect under a account tab. So there are 2 ways for you to find your restaurant. First, you can search by using either the browse or by choosing the search option at the top of the home screen. This will allow us to just have a normal edit field where we can type in either the specific name of a restaurant or a type of food we're looking for, and then we'll get search results based off of whatever our search terms are.
Makes sense.
We're not going to show that today because I think it's really kind of straightforward, and once you've picked your restaurant, then the process is exactly the same. And sometimes you maybe don't know what you specifically want, or more importantly, you don't know what restaurants are available to you. That's one of the cool things about Uber Eats is that it's not just restaurants that you see around you that you would typically have for delivery, right? It's a lot of restaurants that don't have delivery, and that's what makes these delivery services really cool. So we're going to touch towards the top, and we're going to browse really quickly through different categories, choose our restaurant that way. All right, let's touch towards the top.
Search Uber Eats, search field.
So there's that search field I talked about. We're going to skip past that, and we're just going to simply do a swipe right, and let's find some categories here.
Filtered by breakfast, button. Filtered by coffee, button.
Wow, there's a specific coffee category.
Yes, there is.
Impressive.
So when you hear a category that you're interested in, please say, Cory, stop, and let's look at that.
I would love to look at coffee, but I feel for the sake of the video, it should probably be something different.
Okay, let's see. We'll see what else we have here.
Filtered by fast food, button. Filtered by grocery, link. Filtered by pizza, button.
I have a question.
Yes.
Why was grocery a link when the others are buttons?
Yeah, I find that interesting too. I think most likely that's because there's a grocery tab, and I bet you by choosing the grocery link, it takes you into that. Yep, that's my guess. Pizza, are you feeling like pizza?
Honestly, no. I've had bad experiences with pizza recently, Cory. I don't want to talk about it right now.
There's such a good pizza place right up the street from us where my wife and I had our rehearsal dinner.
I feel like you're pizza shaming me, Cory.
I am pizza shaming you. All right, let's keep going here. Tell me when to stop.
Filtered by vegan, button.
Oh, there we go. This is what everybody loves.
I knew you were going to
Vegan
do
food.
that.
Let's do it.
All right, so there's probably going to be one restaurant shown. No, I'm just kidding. All right, here it goes. So we're going to go ahead and double tap on this.
Selected, filtered
and
by
what
vegan.
that's done now is that's showing us just vegan restaurants. Now, I could keep swiping and it's going to go through the rest of the categories and eventually it will get to the list of restaurants. But I like to save a little bit of time. So typically if you touch in kind of the center of the screen, maybe about 2/3 down, we should be able to kind of bypass the rest of those categories and get to the list of restaurants.
High broke and hungry, ref offers, button. 36 results.
There we go.
36 restaurants.
36.
It turns out that Milwaukee is a vegan mecca.
We are actually known as the vegan capital of
Obviously.
Wisconsin.
If you're vegan and you're not living in Milwaukee, well, you better get over here.
I bet you only have 31 options where you live.
I think I only have 3 options where I live.
So now we're going to swipe through and it's going to give us restaurants, and we should be able to hear a little information, including the name of the restaurant, probably how many stars, so its rating, which is important to know. And there might be some other things listed. So you tell me when you hear a restaurant that you're interested in to order from, and tell me when to stop. Here we go.
Right.
Reset button. Hi, broke and hungry. Rated 3.6 out of 5 stars based on 149 reviews.com. A delivery fee is $3.99. $0 delivery fee. Spend $10. Link.
So I'm gonna
Good information there.
Yeah, I was just going to say, so we got the name of the restaurant.
We did.
We got the rating.
We did.
We also got to letting us know how much delivery is going to be on top. So some of these different restaurants may have different delivery
And we heard
costs.
that it was $3.99, but if you spend over $10, it sounded like it was free.
Exactly. So I'll keep swiping. Let's check the next one.
Add to favorites button.
Now we see we have an add to favorites. So if there's a restaurant that you really enjoy, you can go ahead and tap on that add to
Cory,
favorites.
I don't know about you, but whenever I order food through an app, I basically order the same thing every time.
Yeah.
So all I ever do is just reorder.
I do the same thing, and I'll be honest with you. That's one of the things I like. We're not doing this video right now, but that's one of the things I like about DoorDash.
Yeah.
Is that when you choose a restaurant, right at the top it says order from your history, and it just shows you the stuff, and I just go.
Hey, the Jimmy John's app is also very good for that. Just
That
like
is
to throw
also
that in
you
there.
can just reorder exactly.
Yep,
So
nice.
we'll keep swiping through.
On the Bus, a top-rated restaurant with 4.8 out of 5 stars based on 366 reviews.com. A delivery fee is $6.
It said it's $6 and something. So on the bus, I believe it
On
said.
the bus.
But,
top-rated restaurant,
was.
4.8 stars.
Yeah.
It's got to be that one.
Should we go into that
It's
one?
gotta be.
All right, we're going to double tap and go into this restaurant.
Empty list. Close button.
So now that we've opened up the restaurant, now we're going to be viewing basically the menu, right? And so from here, we're going to see that the items that they have, we'll go ahead and start adding some of these items to our cart.
So now we are about to peruse the menu of On the Bus. Personally, I'm very excited to find out what vegan delights await us, Cory. But my question to you is, how can we, as a screen reader user, most efficiently navigate the app, especially considering that we might not have the best screen reader skills?
Well, speak for yourself.
Okay.
So there's actually 3 different ways to do it. So one, if you're not super comfortable with some more advanced gestures, you can always just swipe right.
Excellent.
So just swipe right through the whole thing. You're going to go through all the different categories, all the different options under each category. Otherwise, you could use the rotor gesture if you're comfortable with it, move it to headings, and each category within the menu is its own heading. So we can swipe down through each one. When we hear the one we want, start to swipe right, and that is one way we can skim.
So you're telling me on my Android phone, I just need to do the rotor gesture, and then I'll be able to navigate by
Well,
heading.
I'm doing a demo on the iPhone right now. If you're using Android, then you're going to want to use your Android gesture to move to headings,
okay.
and go that way. So, otherwise, one way that I also like that sort of is a good mix between both. If you're not super comfortable with the rotor gesture, but you don't want to sit and swipe all day long, there's actually a picker that is up at the top here that's pretty easy to use. So we're going to just swipe through real quickly here and show how to use that. So I'll swipe right.
Search on the Bus button.
So we have a search field or a search button here, which would allow us to search this specific restaurant versus the whole entire UberEats catalog.
On the Bus
You know, nothing here except the name of the restaurant.
button. List.
No idea what this button list is.
Opens a list, I guess.
I guess so. Don't need it, so we're not going to use it.
Menu categories. Featured items. Adjustable.
So here we have our adjustable, and it's right now it's listed to featured items. Now we can either swipe up and down or down to move through. So we'll go ahead and swipe down.
Featured items. Picked for you.
Up is what I meant. Sorry, not down. If I could even speak here. All right, so then we have picked for me.
Burgers.
Burgers.
Sandwiches. Acai bowls. Toast.
What is
acai
an
bowls.
acai bowl?
I think those are acai bowls. Acai, right? Is that how you pronounce it?
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, let's look and see what they are.
Okay.
Once you've swiped and found the category you want, then simply do a swipe right, and it's going to automatically move you right to that part of the
is
menu.
very convenient.
So we'll go ahead and swipe right.
Acai bowls. Heading.
There you go.
Pink coconut bowl. $9.95, 100% 16. Acai, strawberries, banana, toasted coconut, oat milk, topped with fresh strawberries, toasted coconut, sliced almonds, and house-made maple granola.
That actually sounds really good, to
It
be
sounds
honest.
very good, yeah.
Yeah. So we can keep swiping, and each time we swipe, we're going to get a new product.
Blue peanut bowl, $9.95, 100% 13.
Now, one thing that you'll notice...
Hold on.
Yeah.
Did it say blue peanuts?
Blue peanut bowl. So it's probably blueberry, maybe?
Ah, I thought the peanuts themselves were blue.
Well, they could have. Maybe they dye them. Well, no worries. Two things we're going to do. First, one thing we can do is if we know this is something that we want to add to the cart, but we don't want to make any changes, right? We just like it the way it is. We can go ahead and do a swipe up, and that's going to add it one to our cart. Each time we swipe up one,
that's
it's
easy.
going to do it. So I'll swipe up.
Item added to cart.
There we go. So now it's added that one to the cart.
That is very well designed. I like that a
Let's
lot.
swipe on to our next product.
Peanut cocoa bowl, $9.95, 100% 8. Acai.
And let's say we want to, we want a peanut cocoa bowl,
Why would you not?
but we want to make some changes to it. So
No
we don't,
cocoa.
And no
just
peanut.
peanuts.
We just want a bowl. I just want them to send me a bowl. But we don't want to swipe up because we don't want
Wait a
to add
minute.
it to our cart.
But
Yeah.
we'll also say no cutlery or anything like that.
Oh, good idea. Yeah. And I wanted a vegan bowl. So instead of swiping up and adding it to the cart, instead I'm going to double tap on it, and this is going to open up the product or not the product. Well, I guess it is a product. This menu option page. We'll double
food?
tap.
Activate to dismiss pop-up window button.
All right. So now we've opened up the page.
Close button.
And let's swipe through and look at what we can do. So maybe customize it a little bit.
Share button. Peanut cocoa bowl. Heading. $9.95.
So just giving us the price.
Acai, cocoa, peanut butter, banana, oat milk, topped with cacao nibs, sliced almonds, toasted coconut.
Now I'm going to stop it there,
Did
but
it say
that's giving.
topped with decayed nymphs?
Well, I'm not really sure what they are. Yeah, I don't. Really, I like when my nymphs are not decayed, but I'm not really sure what a lot of those things are, to be honest with you. But it does give us a list of all the ingredients. But I'm going to keep swiping because we want to do some customization.
Number 3 most liked. Heading.
Oh, just so you know, it's the number 3 most liked at this
Okay, that's
restaurant.
pretty high.
Vegan. Heading.
So it's letting us know it's vegan.
Gluten-free. Heading. 100% 8. Heading. Most popular. Number 1. Ordered by 10 plus
going.
add-ons. Heading.
Ooh, got
Choose 1
add-ons.
to 10. Required. No superfood add-on. Not selected. Button.
So now we have some customizations. Like saying no Super 8 add-on.
Cacao nibs. Plus $1.
There's
Not
those decayed
selected.
nymphs
Button.
again.
Yep.
Kale. Plus $1. Not selected. Button. Toasted coconut. Plus $1. Not sliced almonds. Plus $1. Extra granola. Plus
Oh, we
$1.
need extra
Not
granola.
selected.
I would say so.
Button.
You can hear it saying not selected, so we'll go ahead and double tap.
Extra granola, plus $1, not selected. Extra granola, plus $1, selected.
You
Button.
can see that I've chosen that option. We'll just keep going through quick.
Avocado, chia seeds,
I'm gonna do it a little faster here.
protein powder, special instructions.
We've got special instructions
Yep.
too.
So I could put in something here in the special. So double tap would bring up the keyboard, and that would allow us to put in some special instructions.
All right.
You may be charged for extras. Quantity, 1, adjustable.
Change our quantity if we want to.
Frequently bought together, heading.
Then they're going to try to sell us some frequently
It's all
bought
about the
together.
upselling.
Yeah. Now I can skip over this and just touch down in the bottom, very bottom center,
Add 1 to cart, bullet $10.95. Button.
and I can double tap and add that to the cart.
Corey, we have veered wildly from a super moist cake mix
We did.
all the way into
Very
the healthiest
healthy.
vegan
Yeah.
food you can imagine.
With these bowls, you can see there really wasn't any customization, like adding or removing different things from the product itself. So I do have a one up here from a Mexican restaurant with a taco dinner. So we're going to get taco dinners with our bowls.
Oh, with avocacia bowls.
Yeah, they're going to go
combo.
together really well.
Yeah.
So, excuse me. So I'm going to swipe right here, and you're going to see that we can choose from some different meat options for our taco.
Meaty.
Choose up to 1.
Okay, so we're going to swipe through our meats here.
Pastor, not selected. Button. Asada, not selected. Button. Carnitas, not selected. Button. Pollo Galluzado.
Oh, that is my favorite right there.
Polio
Yes.
guisado.
Yep.
Is that slightly overcooked chicken?
Do you know what
Is
that is?
stands for?
Yeah, it is chicken. I'm not sure what the second part is, but we're going to go ahead and double.
Pollo Galluzado, not selected. Pollo Galluzado. Birria, not selected. Picadillo. Cabza, not beef tongue. Lengua. Filet, plus add side. Heading.
Okay, now we can add a side.
Choose up to 1. Tortilla maize regular, not selected, but in homemade flour tortilla harina mano, plus 3. In homemade flour.
So you can see in this example, we are able to they're just a a picker for us to double tap on, and it's going to go ahead and choose that one. Sometimes you'll find one though where you can swipe up and down to adjust the quantity. So for example, there was a breakfast that included 3 sausages, and you could swipe down to go to 2 sausages, down again to 1.
Why would you do that though, Cory? I mean, surely you'd be wanting to swipe up if anything, right?
Well, maybe you're a 2 sausage kind of guy.
What do you think the upper limit of allowed sausage is on each breakfast? Can you just infinitely swipe up?
Do you think how many should you eat?
No, how many do they allow you to add?
We would like somebody to do that and put it down in the comments. How many sausages were you able to add to your McDonald's Big Breakfast? How big did you make your McDonald's Big Breakfast? So this shows you how you can customize some of your different items before you add them to the cart.
Yummy. Cory, I am hungry. I'm fed up of you browsing this menu.
Yep.
It's time to get some food.
All right.
Can we check out?
Sure, get your phone out.
With your credit card?
All right, so typically if you're ordering from the same restaurant, touching down in the bottom right corner, you're gonna find the cart. It'll say like cart 8 items or 2 items, however many items you've ordered. But in this example, we actually went away from that on the bus menu and went to a different restaurant. So now we don't have that option showing up, but if you remember correctly, across the bottom, the 4th tab, across the bottom was the carts tab. So if we go down and choose that.
Carts, 1, tab,
now you
4
see
of
we've
5.
got 1, double tap, and we should find our on the bus listed towards the top.
On the bus.
There
2
it
items,
is.
bullet, $20.90 on the bus.
You hear that it was 2 items and that it was $20-some. So now we've double tapped on that, and that's gonna bring up our cart window here. So we'll swipe through.
The more options button. View cart button.
We can view it if we want to.
View store button. Home tab 1 of 5. View cart.
And we
button.
do want to view it in order to check out.
Close
Go ahead
button.
and view cart. All right, we have our on the bus cart open here. Let's swipe through the cart screen real quickly.
Peanut cocoa bowl, add-ons, extra granola, $1.
So that is showing us our item. It included the add-on that we did, the extra granola. Double tapping would bring it back up in case we needed to make
Now,
some
how many of
further
those
changes.
did we order, Cory?
We actually ordered 1, but we changed it to 2 because we both were a little nervous about the blue peanuts.
Indeed.
So we did remove that. And the way we changed the quantity, if we do one more swipe,
Quantity 2, adjustable.
and it's an adjustable, so we can swipe up or down to adjust the quantity quickly.
Add items button.
We can add more items if we decided, hey, never mind, we're not done shopping. Double tapping on add new items will take us back to the restaurant and allow us to continue to add more to our cart.
Request utensils, etc. button.
If we need our utensils, this is where we could say, hold the bowl, please.
Add note button.
Obviously, if we want to add any kind of note, sometimes you could do this for special instructions. Sometimes they won't allow you to make a substitution or a change, like no cheese. But sometimes I'll put it in the special instructions and see if maybe they'll honor
Just
it.
in
It's not
case.
100%, but sometimes it'll work.
Send as a gift. And customize a digital card button.
Could send it as a gift.
That's kind of cool.
That is kind of cool, but we're not feeling that generous today. We're hungry ourselves. So
Well,
let's keep
Cory,
going.
when people who are watching, because you said you were going to
Ooh.
buy them all food.
Yeah.
So now we have a way to do
Well,
it.
no, I thought it was so that when they test
Oh, wait, they
out
have
the
to
app,
send
they
you
can
the
send
money.
it to us.
That's right.
Subtotal, $21.90.
Here's our subtotal,
Go to checkout button.
and we have our go to checkout button.
Finally.
Go to people also ordered heading.
Now it's always going to upsell us.
Of course.
Immediately says people also ordered. Unless you want to be upsold, just touch down in the bottom center
No thanks button.
and go right to the no thanks. You could swipe through though if you want to. I am happy with my peanut cocoa.
No thank. Delivery address 92 back button.
Here is where we can confirm our delivery address. We're also going to be confirming what is our payment method. So you can swipe through this entire screen. Again, just going to give us confirmation on all those things right before we sort of take that last step down in the bottom center.
Next button.
We can go ahead and do next.
Next. Recognize your courier's efforts back button.
Now we've got a spot here where we can choose a tip. So we can choose from 10%, 15%, 20%.
Cory, what's your opinion on correct etiquette for tipping your delivery driver?
Well, to be honest, I do not tip from the get-go. I tip after the fact. I don't believe in tipping for something that hasn't happened yet. So I don't like to tip somebody 10% and then they do a great job and I want to give them 20%, or give them 20% and they do a bad job. So I usually say no tip. Then when the food gets delivered, then I go in and put in my rating of the driver, the delivery person, and do my tip then.
I would love for people to put into the comments what their opinions on tipping are. I have to say, as an Englishman in America, I am shocked and appalled by the tipping culture here. And
we tip for everything.
I know, and it's getting worse and worse and worse, the things that you expected to tip for. So I'd love to hear people's opinions. Yeah.
Speaking of, I didn't get my tip this morning.
Cory? You didn't deserve it.
I thought you were going to say get a new job or something would be your tip. You can swipe through this screen, choose from 10%, 20%, or do your own custom tip. I'm going to touch down at the bottom center though for
Place order button.
There we go. So there is a place order here. Now I'm not going to go ahead and double tap because we're not actually going all the way through this today.
We're not?
No, I know. I just pulled back the revealed and whatever that's called. Pulled back the curtain?
Yes.
Yes, we got to see behind the curtain. But if you double tap on here, the next screen is going to be a confirmation screen. And on there, it will then give you the ability to sort of track your order. It'll say that it's being prepared and give you the estimated delivery time. When a driver picks up, it'll tell you who the driver and their name is and continue to update your delivery time. And then as they're approaching or getting closer. So on that screen, if you continually swipe through, you'll just see the screen update with all of those sort of delivery updates you would expect.
I have to say, whenever we order through an app like this, my wife is constantly checking the status of it.
Seeing how,
But if I order, I just leave it and then just wait for the food to come.
That's exactly
very
what
different
I do.
philosophies.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, once I'll look to see when the expected delivery time is, and then I sort of drop it at that point. Yeah. So that is getting food from UberEats.
Tasty, tasty. Cory, I don't know what human creature or space alien made that food, but it was truly delicious.
I believe
Anything God loves.
it was a talking rodent.
So you're telling me that some kind of furry four-legged creature has had its mitts all over my food?
Only one of the best chefs in all of France.
Okay, well, I mean,
And
that's
he's
a
a
pretty
rat.
high. That's a high bar. So.
And he's a rat.
Yeah, I mean, have you heard of the bubonic plague though?
I have. Yes, it's good on mashed potatoes.
The secret ingredients all along. Well, Cory, anyway, so we were looking at today the UberEats app. And it looked like it was pretty easy to navigate. Now, we have done some food-related videos in the past, Cory.
We have.
How did this app stack up against your previous experiences with food apps?
Yeah, so I primarily use DoorDash, to be honest. And I think one of the two reasons. Number one, I started with it first.
Sure.
Number two, I have a DoorDash subscription, so I have free delivery.
Yes.
So I'm more used to the DoorDash app, but I will say all in all, they're very similar. UberEats had a really cool feature. I really liked that adjuster for the headings for those that might not be super comfortable with navigating the road. The other thing I really like too is I do find in DoorDash that it tends to, two things in DoorDash that give me an issue. Sometimes when you try to navigate by heading, by category then within a actual restaurant, it's not always consistent. It'll say no more headings found even though there are, so that can be a pain. Yeah. And I've also found that when I double tap on selections in the menu, it won't actually open up the item itself. So that can be a really pain to try to get into. So. I will say though, my time with UberEats, I've been happy with what it's done so far, both from the app and the delivery service itself. Although I do think most people who deliver for UberEats probably deliver for DoorDash, deliver for Grubhub.
Yeah.
I think they all probably work, all for the same people.
Now, I know, Cory, that you were earlier telling me that oftentimes when you order through DoorDash, you don't get everything that you ordered.
Yeah, I bet you that is, speaking, I ordered from UberEats last night just to make sure I remembered and knew how to use it. And out of the 4, I have a family of 4, 3 of our dinners came. So it's not just DoorDash that forgets things. And that's one of the issues you're going to deal with, is that the drivers are not allowed to open up the bag and check that your food's there. Yeah. So you are going to run the risk of not getting your items. Now, one thing we didn't show in today's demo, but you can do this with all the apps. As you can go in and submit a ticket to get a refund for any items that don't come, which is fine, except you're sitting there hungry then, which can be annoying.
Corey, even when you pick up the food yourself, you can still have problems.
That is very true.
I think I told you about the time that I did a reorder at a Mexican that I like called Invicto. I was supposed to be getting a Cali burrito with everything and fried avocado. What I ended up getting was a burrito that was literally just fried avocado, because for some reason when I did the reorder, it took everything out of the burrito except the fried avocado, and I didn't check.
Yeah, I mean, that'll happen. Mistakes happen.
Do you think I ate the fried avocado alone burrito? Put in the chat if you think I ate it, and if I did, how I found it.
You found it very light.
It was quite small. That was the first indicator.
Yeah.
I opened the bag and there was this tiny little burrito in there.
This little burrito doesn't seem right.
Anyway.
So there are a lot of options out there for delivering food to your house. It's really convenient, especially if you can't drive. Throw it down in the comments. What food service are you using and why? Do you have a favorite? Check out our channel. We've got a lot of great videos all around assistive technology. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video too. It really does make a big difference for us. It's easy for you, but it goes a long way to making this channel grow and reaching more and more people, and we appreciate that.
We sure do. And if you would be quiet, phone. Jeez Louise. If you would
Looks
like
our food's ready.
If you would like to get in touch with us, then you can send us an email, techconnect@vision-forward.org, and please do check out some of our other resources. We have a learning management system where we have free on-demand ACV REP credits. Those are gotten by watching very entertaining webinars of about an hour in length. You can go, Corey, to
techconnect.vision-forward.org. That's techconnect.vision-forward.org.
Yes, and you can sign up for a free account. It's very quick, and doing so then will give you access to all of that exciting content. And don't forget that we also have a live show. That's correct, a live show. Corey and I, unfiltered, untamed, just saying whatever we think. And you can check that out. It's every other Thursday. It's 11 a.m. Central. The next one will be, of course, Corey, on May the 23rd. Yeah. And we are hoping to have the one and only Brian Hartgen or Hartgen, I'm not sure. But anyway, he is the guy who came up with all sorts of exciting things like Lisi, like JSay, like Jaws.
He is the Jaws script extraordinaire.
Yes, he is. He is the man with the plan. So do check out that show. And now I've hyped it up a lot, but we don't know for sure whether he's able to attend on that date.
He will be joining us
at some point.
Sometime.
Yeah, we're hoping it's going to be May the 23rd. So
if
anyway.
he's not there, it'll be just as exciting.
Indeed. So make sure you tune into the channel. All you have to do is go to our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/Vision Forward Tech Connect. And when the live show starts, you should see it streaming right from the main page there. Corey, have I forgotten anything?
Yes, you have.
Oh.
Stay tuned. Thanks for joining us.